All right, everybody. Looks like we are live. Let me put on my mic. Actually, I'm not using my laptop today to do this. I'm using my phone. I'm monitoring from my laptop. So anyway, first person on, and I know I'm a little bit early. Don't know how many of you I'm going to be having on the session today, but first person on, please give me a. Sorry, I'm trying to see all the way. My phone's all the way over there. Trying to see where. All right, what's happening, Gabby? Can somebody give me a sound check? Can you hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Very important you guys can hear me today. What's happening, Lily? Hannah, audio's good, says Tina. Lily Tiger, how's it going? Rosemary. All right, good. Okay, awesome. So I'm using my laptop to monitor, and I'm using my phone as the primary source for video today. Doing something a little different today since I'm not using my two cameras. So anyway, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes here before we get going. But I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me today on today's membership Q&A. I'm going to be going over some stuff about the membership, answering questions. I didn't get too many questions, but I'm sure some questions will pop up during the session. And so if that happens, as that happens, I will be answering, any new questions that may pop up. But again, that's more towards a little bit later. How's it going, Don? Anna, Marilyn, Amanda. I already said hello to Gabby and Hannah and Tina. All right, we have a good little group today. Fantastic, love it. Rosemary Alonso, of course, Lily. I think I've already said hi to you guys, but just in case, we got a small enough crowd that I'm able to say hello to you guys. We have about 3 minutes to get going here, but anyway, I am going to be going over some of the details with regards to the membership, and then of course answering the questions that I got over the posts. My posts over the last few days, I've received a few questions. Most of them were around the same things. There's about 4 or 5 questions that I'm going to be answering specifically around those, and then of course, like I said, I'll be gathering questions from you guys that they may pop up within the session today, our little talk today. I imagine we're probably going to be going about an hour around. Depends on how many questions you come up. We'll see how long all this takes. But what's happening, Adriana? What's up? Lori, Shipra, I believe that's what it is, how that goes. Let's see. My cursor is blocking. What's up, Jenny Rodriguez and Alana? And then Melanie and Kim. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing amazingly. I am. Lots of work, lots of stuff happening behind the scenes, a lot of exciting stuff, lots of prep. So lots of stuff going on, and that's a good thing. But also a lot of times I feel like I'm a little bit behind, trying to get a lot of stuff ready to go for the membership, right? Trying to get everything ready for that, for the membership, which of course launches on the 2nd. The first active date to the membership is Monday, August 2nd. Okay. You know what? Since I'm recording this, I'm going to get right into it, even though we've got 2 minutes, to go before the official start time. We're going to get right into it here in just a moment. I want to say a couple of things. I don't know how many of you might be watching from YouTube, but if any of you do jump on a little bit late and you want to catch this from the beginning, if you watch on YouTube, you can back up the live feed all the way to the beginning, and it just makes it so you don't have to wait for the recording to go back and watch that. Okay. So again, if you jump on a little bit late on Facebook and you want to back this up to the beginning, just jump on over to YouTube, find the live feed there, back it up, and you're going to be able to watch it all from the beginning as opposed to waiting for the recorded session. Debbie, what's up, Debbie? And then Kim Wilson, Melanie Farley. Oh, so I'm not painting today, Melanie. Today's we're talking about the upcoming Painting with Jesse membership. This is the Q&A around that. First official broadcast or live stream regarding the membership next Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to be doing this over Zoom. Okay, I'm going to have a Q&A over Zoom. I'll post up the link and everything else by tomorrow. So that way, for those of you that want to join me on Zoom, that would be pretty awesome. I think that might be kind of fun to meet some of the future some of you future Painting with Jesse private membership members. Okay, so anyway, so let's talk. Let's get it right into this. Of course, for those of you, I'm assuming that everybody that's on here already knows who I am. My name's Jesse, and you're on Painting with Jesse, both on Facebook and on YouTube. And today's Q&A is to talk about the upcoming private membership that's launching at the very beginning of August. Okay, a couple of dates, very important dates to remember. July, and we'll talk about this again later on, but Sunday, July 18th through Saturday, July 23rd, 18th through the 23rd. Those are the days that you're going to be able to join into the new membership. Okay, so again, I will repeat these in a little while once I start talking about the actual contents of the membership, but those are the dates to remember if you're planning on joining. If you're on the email list for the membership, I'll be sending you reminders and those kinds of things. I'm hoping you don't feel like I'm spamming you, because I'm going to be sending lots of emails out. I just don't want anybody to reach out to me the week after the membership is closed saying, hey, Jesse, I missed out. I didn't see your emails, etc. Right? So I understand that I might be spamming a little bit by sending so many communications out, but I'm just trying to avoid that from happening. So again, July 18th through July 23rd. That's the opening time frame with which you're going to be able to join the membership, and then the doors close. Now, the membership will open again in the fall for a few days, once again, to get new members, right? For those of you that are on a waiting list. The price to join in the fall is going to be higher. I don't know exactly what the price is going to be, but it is going to be higher. There's going to be an opening and a closing, and then we don't open again probably until the beginning of 2022. Okay, so very important. I just want to get that out there, to make sure you guys are aware of those dates. So I wanted to, this message today, this information today, the vast majority of you that are on here, maybe all of you, are people that have been following my page for months, for weeks, for a long time. You've been interacting with the content. You've been enjoying the sessions, right? You've been communicating with me, sending me messages, sending pictures of your paintings, all stuff that's been so much fun for me to interact with. Super enjoyable. This message is going out to you guys, okay? Throughout all those interactions we've had over the months, I've gotten to kind of know your pain points, figure out what it is that you guys are looking for with painting, with drawing, why it is that you guys do it, the things that you find stressful or difficult about it, etc. So this membership that's being created was made with you guys in mind. You've already helped form what this membership is going to look like. Okay, so I'm reaching out to you guys, right? Because I want you guys in the membership. As the founding members launch is what's coming in a couple of weeks, week and a half or so, whatever it is, when the doors open. I want you guys in the founding members launch. This message isn't going out to anybody outside of the Painting with Jesse group on Facebook. Sure, it's reaching out to some people on YouTube, of course. They're all part of the Painting with Jesse family. This message is going out to you guys. It's not going to anybody outside of this. I'm not creating ads on this to go out to different people that have not had contact with Painting with Jesse. I'm purposefully doing this because I want you guys as founding members. You have already interacted with me. You already know what my teaching style is like. You already know what the tutorials are like. And of course, there's much more within the membership than tutorials, but you already have a connection with me and me with you. So I would love for you guys to make up the core, if not every single one of the people that join in under the founding members launch. Okay, I'm sure there might be some one-offs, people that kind of find out about the membership kind of last minute and maybe kind of jump in to see what it's about. But again, this message is going out to you guys. You've already, again, played a really big role in creating what the membership is about. So I just want you guys, I want you guys in it. Before we get into the actual details of the membership, what's included, I'm sure you guys have already seen my post from I think 2-3 days ago. I posted a detailed message with the contents that are going to be within there. There's also a calendar, a kind of a sample calendar of what each month is going to look like. with the core events, sessions, etc. that are in the membership. So I want to make sure you guys, if you haven't yet, go take a look at that. I was going to have that posted here within the StreamYard Q&A, but I had difficulty adding those. I'm not sure why. For some reason, I wasn't able to put them up as little visuals that I could bring up and you guys can check out. But anyway, the main thing that I want you guys to understand is that there's going to be lots of value within the membership. Now, the membership may change in the future based on what you guys tell me you want. Once the membership gets going, I'm still going to be using your feedback to help shape the future of the membership. Okay, so I want you guys to keep that in mind. What you see in those on the calendar and in the detailed list of types of events that we're going to have on a monthly basis, those things may change based on what you tell me. If you tell me, hey, Jesse, we want to do more of this, and if it's a consensus thing, right? The majority of you are telling me, hey, Jesse, we want to do it. We'd like to learn this, or we'd like to learn that. That's what we're going to do. So the founding members launch coming up here pretty shortly is going to be $20 to join. Okay, now that's $20 per account, right? Per family, per however you want to say it. It's going to happen on Facebook. It's going to be on a private Facebook group, so it's going to be per Facebook account, right? So if you're a family of 5 and mom joins in on the membership, everybody in the household obviously that has access to that account is going to be able to use the membership. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's $20 per account, even though people are going, it's $20 per person. Yes, officially yes, but it's in essence $20 per Facebook account. $20 a month to start with the membership. Not to start, $20, and as long as you maintain your membership, doesn't matter how high the price goes in the future, and it's going to go up. It's going to go up as soon as the fall, and then when it opens up again in at the beginning of 2022, it's going to jump up a little bit more. For you as founding members, the price will remain the same as long as you maintain your membership. Okay, that will be $20 a month. I will have an option to pay for the year in advance. If you want to pay a whole year in advance, you'll have that option. You're going to get a 2-month discount. So instead of paying for 12 months, you're going to be paying for 10 months. I'll have more details on that at the beginning of next week. Don't worry about that for now. Just keep that in mind. I had a few people reach out to me and ask me. That's one of the questions that's on my list. So I'll go over that again. But there will be an option to pay for the membership for the whole year in advance at a 2-month discount. So you'll pay for 10 months instead of 12. Okay? So again, lots of value. There is going to be lots of value within this membership. What's all included? Let's talk about what's going to be included within the membership. What kind of content can you expect? Of course, we're going to have, and I wrote these down because I want to make sure I don't forget any of them. My brain doesn't always, you know how it is, memory problems. And I happen to suffer quite a bit from that. I was actually going to read from I tried to memorize a script a few days ago on a video that I was going to post about this, but my brain was not having it. My brain was going, sorry, buddy, nope. I was all over the place. So instead, I decided to do this off the cuff and, heart to heart, go from there. But as far as the events, the stuff within the membership, we're going to have monthly Q&As. Okay, now these are question and answer sessions, obviously, just in case. Some of you might be going, what does it mean by Q&As? Monthly Q&As where we meet. More than likely, these are going to be over Zoom. I'm not totally sure on that yet. We'll meet over Zoom, where I sit down with you guys and I answer answer questions, address your pain points, maybe assess some of your paintings if we have enough time within those Q&As. But basically, they're going to be where we meet, interact with each other, have fun. Everything's always going to be about having fun first within the membership. Everything's going to be about having fun. All the other things about the membership are secondary. You guys that have been following me for a while know that I always tell you guys, hey, have fun first. So that's all. The very first rule within Painting with Jesse's membership, art membership, is we're going to have fun. But those Q&As are going to be crucial because I'm going to be able to interact with you guys and hear directly from you guys what it is that you are having problems with, what you'd like to learn in the future, and then those are going to help form a lot of what comes next, right? So monthly Q&As. We're going to have, these are big, monthly technique workshops. These are trainings around the fundamentals of art. things like shading, color blending, composition, things like color theory, perhaps things like painting from or drawing from a photo reference, where we take a photo reference from time to time, and I teach you guys how to break that down so you can recreate that into a painting. Maybe you took a really nice painting on a vacation at some point, or you found something online that you really like, and you want to recreate that. I will teach you how to do that. Again, as a possibility, that's a very high likelihood. It's in my head. That's something that we're going to do. So things like that are going to be a part of these workshops. What else? Things like, oh, of course, the drawing lessons, painting lessons. Those are not going away. There's going to be drawing lessons and painting lessons, very much like what we do currently under the free painting with Jesse page. Okay, those are going to be a big core component. What I'm planning on doing with those is whatever our technical trainings are for the month, I'm going to ensure that those tutorials encompass that in those. So if one, let's say on one of our workshops for that month, we're working on shading, the tutorials for that month are going to incorporate shading, right? Specifically shading, so that we can implement that. And of course, you'll be able to, whatever you're learning within the workshops are going to improve your art. They're going to improve your knowledge and your abilities. And of course, you'll automatically start to implement those within future paintings. But for that month, when we do a workshop, that thing that you learned in there is going to go and be applied within the tutorials that come up. Okay? So drawing lessons, painting lessons. Again, if you want to get a little more detail as to what a calendar will look like, make sure you look at the post from yesterday or the day before. I put up a mock calendar. I was trying to include it today so I could put it up on the screen as an example, so you guys can have a visual. But I wasn't able to upload it to the software today. So anyway, I'll post those up. I'll be posting more of that. I'll have more postings around this early next week, over the weekend, so that I want to make sure everybody that's interested gets the information. Again, I don't want anybody reaching out to me. I would hate for anybody to be reaching out to me the week or 2 weeks after the membership closes and people are going, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was happening. I want to make sure the message gets out to everyone. So I'll be communicating frequently, probably more than some of you guys will want, because we're going, gosh, Jesse's really hammering this down. But the reason for that is I don't want anyone to miss out. Okay. So what else? What else is happening? So stencils. Stencils have been a big part of the tutorials on painting with Jesse within the private group. And of course, for those of you that haven't heard, the private group name is Finding Your Brushstroke. I'm going to be helping you find your brushstroke within the membership. Everybody has an individual way that they paint, right? I don't want you guys necessarily become clones of me, right? I'm going to help you guys find your own abilities, your own signature style, if we want to refer to it that way. So Finding Your Brushstroke is an appropriate name because that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay, but again, stencils, those are going to be a part of our art sessions. Even though we're going to be doing the drawing tutorials, I know lots of you either don't care to draw or don't feel that your skills are good enough to draw. So we're going to continue with the stencils. Those are going to be, be a part of the art tutorials as they have been. They're going to be archived in order somewhere within the membership, so that you have easy access. Whenever you're looking for a stencil, you know exactly where to go, and it makes it easy for you to find. I know that within the Painting with Jesse current page, sometimes you struggle to find the stencils, and I know because I've gotten people sending me messages saying, hey, Jesse, why can't you put this into a file? And, so it makes it easy for us to find it. And I'm just going, oh, gosh, yeah, that makes sense. But I have to go back and find all the stencils and bring them over. Well, that's going to be happening within the membership, okay? Ordered stencils, easy to find for those of you that want to use them. Now, there's bonus content that I'm including here, and that is the kids pathway. There are going to be children's drawing and painting tutorials within the membership. Okay, there's also going to be stencils. Okay, so those three things for now are what are going to encompass the kids part of the membership. I don't want anyone to think that, oh, he's just throwing that in there and it's just kind of like, no big deal. I love teaching children how to paint. Some of the most enjoyable sessions that I've had is when I have kids painting with me, right? The interactions in the comment section and stuff. It's just a lot of fun. I've always been I've always found teaching kids very enjoyable, and that's not going to go away. But what is going to happen sometime in the very near future, probably by the fall or maybe by the beginning of the year, the kids membership is going to become its own individual membership. So the kids content is going to separate from this membership that we're starting in August. They're going to separate. So they're going to become two different memberships. Here's the thing. Here's the main reason I want to flesh the kids membership out to, kind of a full-fledged pathway for children to learn to draw and paint. But also, that's one. But if and when that happens, for those of you that become members here during the Founding Members launch, and or in the fall, let's just talk about Founding Members launch. I don't want to get too cluttered. For those of you that become founding members, when the memberships separate, if and when they do, you are still going to have access to both for the same price, for the same $20 a month. Okay? I just want to make sure you guys understand that. It may seem like kids content, there isn't a whole lot right now, but there will be eventually. And of course, like I said, those are going to steer out into their own memberships. You will have access to both for the same price. Okay? So what else will be included in the membership? Occasionally, we're going to have guest speakers. Guest speakers, people that are professionals or creatives in different fields, different areas of art. Maybe it's sculpture, maybe it's watercolor, maybe it's pastel painting and drawing, or oils, etc., etc., etc. Whatever encompasses art, whatever is within that creative scope, we will try to have guests around that to come in and speak, show you guys their craft, and you'll get to some exposure to some other mediums, and who knows what may happen. I'm also looking to have creatives that have things like Etsy stores, have an online business, etc. For those of you that are interested in learning about that, maybe you have your own goals around that in the future. So these will all be learning experiences, but they will be exposing you to other mediums. Okay, so again, those are going to be, I don't know that they'll be monthly. It's when I'll be able to get somebody through in here, right? I'll be reaching out to people I know and other creatives and saying, hey, I'd like to invite you to come on over, et cetera, et cetera. So it's when I can get them to come in. But most definitely, those are going to be a part of our membership. Very, very exciting for me. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then the other thing is that I am planning on hosting painting events, live painting events outside of the membership. Paid ones, paid events, right? Special occasion paid events outside of the membership that are open to everyone. You guys as members of Painting with Jesse will get either highly discounted access or free access, depending on what it is. So lots of perks, lots of things. There's other stuff that I'm working on. And like I said, as the membership is moving along, it will change a little bit. The core values and everything else, for those of you that read my post from a couple of days ago, I talked about core values. Core values to the membership being we want to continue to enjoy the processes, right? We want to enjoy painting. We want to get better at it. You're going to be able to improve. I'm going to be able to take you from wherever you are and improve on your abilities, okay? We want to be able to continue enjoying the therapeutic qualities around painting. Lots of therapeutic benefits. Some of you guys do it because it helps you relax. Some of you do it because it just kind of helps you focus on that thing in front of you, and everything else just falls away. It's me time, right? And then, of course, the fourth thing, very important, is that we're going to be working within this awesome community called Finding Your Brushstroke, right? This new membership is going to be about community, about interacting with each other, helping to support each other, inspiring each other, etc. So anyway, those are all the main things around the membership as far as the contents. And I want to stress that as founding members, you guys are going to help kind of guide and even form the future of the membership as to what it looks like, right? So I just want to make sure that what it looks like on paper right now, what you guys are hearing, what you guys are seeing, isn't necessarily exactly the way it's going to look 6 months from now. I'm going to take your input, and as long as it fits within those core values, we're going to. I'll see if we can implement that. We can include those things within the membership. I want to really quickly, before I start looking at the comments, so I don't get distracted, I want to look at the questions that I've had come in so far. Okay, questions that I accumulated over some of the posts that I put up a couple of days ago. The main questions were around the current Painting with Jesse page, and I totally get it. A few people asked, are you still going to be doing free paintings? Are there still going to be free painting lessons on Painting with Jesse? Okay, on the main free open to the public Painting with Jesse page. I want to be really clear on this. There is going to be some aspect, some component, some activity within the Painting with Jesse page, the current open to the public Painting with Jesse page. I don't know what the scope of that activity is going to be. There's going to be some free stuff on there. I don't know yet what that's going to look like. I'm trying to make sure that I don't alienate a whole bunch of people. I love the fact that I've had so many of you interact with me and have, fun within my members, within my open to the public page. So in some way, there will be some content on there. Is it going to be one free tutorial a month? Is it going to be one free painting lesson a month, one free drawing lesson a month? I don't know yet. I will update you guys on that very soon. I want the focus of the membership. I don't want to lose focus of the membership because that's where primarily my energy is going to be. But I will not be abandoning those of you that have been following Painting with Jesse and don't want to partake in the membership. But more than likely, very likely, highly likely, the interaction within that as far as tutorials, it's going to be less of them, okay? I think you guys all understand why that would be the case. But anyway, there will be some aspect of free content. I still want this page to be active and to grow, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see, is the video library, here's another question. Is the video library currently within Painting with Jesse going to be available on the, in other words, is it going to continue to be part of the free page? So yes, for a little while, I'm going to keep, when the membership starts or right before the membership starts, I am going to take some of those videos out and move them over into the membership, okay? The plans are for now that I'm going to be leaving a lot of the free videos that are currently in the library still within the free page. I don't know how many yet. I'm still working on that, still deciding on that. Again, I understand lots of you would like to have access to those, but I'll have more answers around that here in the next few days. It's a little bit of a difficult thing for me to work through. I've got to figure it out, but I will have something for you, some information around that sometime next week, okay? I do know this, that by the fall at some point, more than likely, the vast majority of those videos will have been moved over to the private membership, okay? But there's still, like I said, there's still going to be some free content here. I just have to figure out what that's going to look like and how it's going to work. Let's see. Payment. Somebody asked about payments, right? And I think I've already answered it earlier, but I want to make sure that this gets out as well. I repeat this. Monthly membership is $20 a month, $20 a month for the founding members launch. It will increase in the fall, and then on subsequent reopenings, the price will go up a little until we reach a cap. Now, I don't know what that cap is, but for the founding members launch, for those of you that want to pay for the year in advance, you will have that option at a discount, right? So if you pay for the full year in advance, 12 months, you're going to get a 2-month discount on that. More details on that over the weekend and next week. I'll have information on how to pay, etc. You'll all know when the window opens for you to be able to access the membership. All that information is coming. Again, I do also want to remind you I will be having a Zoom Q&A sometime next week, early in the week, for those of you that want to join me on that. I invite all of you guys to join me. I'll put up the link, and then I'll see you guys there. And then somebody asked, oh yeah, this is a really important one. Will these, meaning the content within the membership, is the content within the membership going to be recorded so that those of us that can't catch the lives can watch them later? Yes, everything within the membership is going to be recorded and archived so that obviously everybody's on different schedules. You can watch it when you want on your own time. You can watch parts of it. You can, come back the next day and watch the other part the next day. You'll be able to watch these, interact with the content at your convenience. Okay, so very important. That's a really big aspect of the membership. Even though the majority of the stuff that's on there is going to be live, it's all going to be recorded, so you have access to it at any time. Okay, let's see here. One other thing that I want to mention before I get into any questions you guys might be putting in the comment section, I'll be looking at those in just a moment. There is going to be a charitable part of the membership. Not sure exactly how just yet, but at some point in the near future, we're going to be using the membership to donate to some charitable causes. I've got to find the right charities for it. Things like child abuse are really, really big for me. I think it is for most people. And within the membership, we're going to find some way, whether it's me turning around and selling the art that I make within the membership and selling those every so often, every quarter or so, every 6 months or so. I sell all those, and then all the proceeds go to some charity. Either, again, abused children is a big one, but maybe I know there's also like animal shelters and things like that that I'll be looking at to donate those to. So there's going to be a big charitable part to the membership. It's just something that I want to get out there. It's important to me. I know that's important to a lot of people. So what that will look like, we'll figure that out later on. Maybe some of you guys will help me do that. But anyway, with that being said, and I know it's a lot, again, this live session is being recorded. I want you guys to be able to go back and watch this, or if you missed the live, you can go back and watch this at your convenience. Let me look at some of your questions here. So I'm gonna try to go up there's a lot of questions that are coming through. So I'm going to see if I can back it up to the front here, as far back as I can. Let's see, let me slow it down here or start going back down until I get the first question. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Sue Shelley says, you helped save my sanity through COVID. Thank you. You are very welcome, Sue. Believe it or not, it helped save my sanity as well. There were lots of times things were really difficult at the beginning of COVID. Part of the reason why I started to provide these videos was because, things were crazy. Needed a little bit of stability in my life and to provide some for others. So that's partly how this came to be. So thank you. Thank you for that comment. Thank you to you guys too, because the interaction really did a lot to, to help me. But all right, let's see. So Liliana, yes, so again, just want to go back. That's the first question I see on here. She says 2 different memberships. So again, for now, there's only one. There's I want to emphasize that when I was talking about the kids component to the membership, that's all included within the membership today. Eventually, that may split off so that there's 2 separate memberships, right? The kids membership will be a fully fleshed out membership of its own. But if that happens, those of you that are founding members are going to have access to both. You'll have access to both. Nothing to worry about for now. That's down the road, but you will have access to both, okay, for the same price of the founding membership launch. So if you're paying $20 for the founding members launch for your membership, and eventually the kids membership splits off, you're still going to have access to that. Okay, just want to clarify that. Let's see who else. So Janice says, I missed the first part. Will I be able to replay? Absolutely. Also, if you go find this on the Painting with Jesse page on YouTube, Right now, the live session is being recorded there too. You can back it up to the beginning. Okay, let's see. Rosemary Alonso says, are you planning on giving constructive feedback to those individuals interested? If a payment method changes, will that still count as an ongoing member, such as using gift credit cards for payments instead of debit credit cards? First part of the question, are you planning on giving constructive feedback to those individuals interested? Yes, that's going to be part of our Q&As to an extent, right? If we have 100 people on a Q&A, I don't know that we have that many, but if we did, might make it difficult to go through and give that constructive criticism to everyone. But what you'll notice is that lots of your pain points are going to be similar. So if somebody's having a problem with color mixing or creating fine line, when I troubleshoot, when I help provide feedback to your issue, we're going to be hitting lots of people at the same time. Okay, you'll be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't be, as to how many people have the same types of issues. So yes, there will be a component of that in the membership. Okay, big part of our Q&As, and then of course I know lots of you guys like to message me about stuff. As much as I can without getting overwhelmed, I still have the core of the membership to focus on. I will give you guys feedback. Now, eventually, if the membership grows large enough, I do plan on hiring other people to help me facilitate things, right? I need to be involved in creating content and the really big important parts of the membership, but I'll be hiring help to help me with the messages and things like that. Anyway, absolutely. Now, the other part of the question is, if a payment method changes, will that still count as an ongoing member? Absolutely. I think what you mean is, if let's say, for example, I start using Stripe to collect payments and then all of a sudden I change it to something else, will that still count as an ongoing member? I think that's what you mean. The answer is yes. Or if you're, oh, I see, such as using gift cards. Okay, I see. Yeah, Jesse, you read that. Come on now. So the other part of your question was such as using gift cards for payments instead of debit or credit cards. Yes. Yes, it will. As long as you maintain your membership, you're going to be okay. If, for example, you had to switch cards or whatever, you would just notify me and we'll work through that together. But yes, absolutely. Okay? Let's see. Hi, Melissa Martin. Martin, how's it going? Thank you for answering that question. Looks like she answered somebody's question regarding the sign-up, the opening for the sign-up. So the sign-up window is Sunday, July 18th through Saturday, July 23rd. Very important. More information on this is coming out very soon. Just keep your eyes peeled. You're not going to miss anything. But I want to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to jump in. Let's see. Let's see. Where else? Let's see here. Are there skill levels broken up? Alyssa, great question. That's something that I've been considering. There's a possibility, and I say possibility right now because at the beginning, and maybe not right at the beginning, but as the membership progresses, I'm going to be possibly having, every time we do a tutorial on something, especially with the painting tutorials and the drawing tutorials, we'll have a level laid out, the skill level involved in each of those. Okay. Now this will get fleshed out in time, again, depending on your needs, your requests, that kind of thing. But yes, I have been considering that. I have to figure out the best way to do it. Great question. Love that question because it's a potential very important part of what's coming. Okay. Hi, Deborah Zimmerman. What will the forms of payment be asking from Canada? So at the moment, I'm thinking I'm going to be using Stripe. Stripe is international. Okay. I've already looked at who can use it. And it looks like every country from which people have joined in to paint with me from was on the list. So Canada, Britain, Australia, the Philippines, I believe, was on there as well. So I think that's the best way to go. I'm still working on narrowing it down, but right now that looks like that's going to be the way to do it. Okay. Let's see. Awesome, Gloria. Yep, I've seen it. I think you shared pictures of it. Fantastic. Gloria says, thank you, Jesse, because of you, I have an art room. Fantastic. Okay, Kathleen Potter, I know in the past I've paid a lot more for a single class, so this is such a great option, affordable, informative, and enjoyable. So absolutely, Kathleen, I did a lot of research. I looked. I wanted to make this a no-brainer. Again, this message today and the last 2 days, all of this is going to you guys that have been interacting with the page for a while. I want you guys to form the core of the membership, the founding members. I want you guys in there for this. Okay. So yes, as far as the value, I believe there's a ton of value in the membership. As you noted, you pay more for a single tutorial from other sites and other pages on Facebook, right? So I understand that $20 for some people is going to be a little difficult. I get it. I understand. Like I said, as far as the free content on the main painting with Jesse page, I'm going to see what that looks like, what I can do around that. But this is a lot of value for $20 a month. Okay, like I said, future reopenings are going to be at a higher price point. I am opening in the fall. I don't know exactly when yet. Lots of new people will be coming in to take advantage of the holidays. Lots of fun paintings during the holidays. Those are always really, they're just really big, really popular. That price point then will be higher when I launch again at the beginning of 22, a little higher, right? Eventually we'll hit a cap. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but $20 a month is a really nice value. Lots for that, for those $20. This is my passion. I love this. I love art. I love teaching you guys how to draw and how to paint. I'm sure that most of you that have seen me or interacted with my content, you guys have gotten that. I'm sure you have. This is what I'd like to do, and I want to make this a no-brainer. I want it easy for you guys to go. $20, it's less than $1 a day. Okay, so again, the opening for the membership will be the 18th of July. That's a Sunday. The cart will stay open, so you can join in any one of those days until midnight. So midnight Saturday, the 23rd, at midnight, the door closes, and then the membership goes active on Monday, August 2nd. That day, we're going to have a big live welcome party for the new members online, of course. Wish we could do it in person. That would be awesome. And I'll have all the details around that then. I think I read a question that was really important. I just remembered. Somebody asked, is this going to be within a private Facebook page? Yes. At the start, there's always going to be a private Facebook component to this. Everything, the community and everything else, the content is all going to be within the private group that I actually already created the group. I'm refining it to get it ready for the start of the membership. It's all within Facebook. Eventually, possibly by the fall, if not sooner, there will be a website component to this. So for those of you that want to have access with the content outside of Facebook, you'll have that option. Okay, that's coming. But primarily, and especially the community part of it, will all be within Facebook. There will always be 100% of the content will be available on Facebook, and then the website would be a supplement to the private group within Facebook. Okay. But all right, let's see. Adriana says, everything that I've learned is because of you, Jesse. Adriana, thank you so much. I've seen so many of your beautiful paintings. So thank you. I know that a lot of it was that you have some natural ability. So I want to give kudos where it's appropriate. So definitely thank you. But a lot of it is that you're already a good artist to begin with. Let's see. Melissa says it really is a lot of value. It's been an honor learning from you this past year. Plus, so happy for you and your growth. Thank you, Melissa. I know you and your family have been hanging out, watching the videos here for quite a while. I always appreciate your quirky paintings and the messages that you send over. Pretty awesome. I really appreciate that. Always been fun to talk to you as well. But all right, guys. Oh, and as far as how it's going to be paid, so the way it's going to be paid, it's going to be automatically deducted. So if you're doing the monthly, it's going to be an automatic deduction from your credit card, ATM card. I got to figure out the details on that. Stripe again, that's probably the method I'm going to be using. You're going to be signing up using Stripe, and then the payment is deducted automatically. Stripe is a very popular, secure method of collecting monthly automated payments used by a lot of big companies. So I've done some research. I've done some homework around that. I want to make sure that whatever it is that I do end up using, that it's secure and that there won't be any issues around that. If you're paying for the year in advance, again, at a discount, at a 2-month discount, it's going to be through the same method. Well, like I said, more details to come here pretty soon, but absolutely it will be a secure method for payment processing, okay? But all right, let me see. Let me back it up. Let me see if I've missed any questions or comments. Let's see. All right, guys, I think I've gotten all the questions. Janice, sorry, Janice. So you're asking, I'm already a $20 a month member. Will I need to sign up again? So you're not signing up you don't have a membership with me because I don't have a membership currently. Okay, I have not. This will be the launch of my membership. So you must, if you have a membership, it's with somebody else, somewhere else. So I apologize if there's any confusion. I'm not sure how you might have ended up over here. Well, you probably followed the page and you saw my post. That's how. But anyway, cancel that membership and come with me. Again, Janice Hickman, if you're still on here, you mentioned I'm already a $20 a month member. Will I need to sign up again? Again, this is my first membership, so that must be somewhere else, okay? Message me if you have any questions around that, but I think that's what's happening. You have a membership with somebody else. So, but again, cancel that, and come paint with us. Come enjoy the community that we're going to have over here. Lots of really fun stuff. So Liliana, no. So hey guys, I want to clarify this. Let's say that you have a household of 5 people, and you get a membership on your account. You're going to be having access to the membership with your, how do I put this? With your Facebook account, with your email that you use for your Facebook. Now, this might get tweaked a little bit, but here's what I'm trying to get at. Whoever lives in your house is going to have access to your membership on your Facebook, right? So your Facebook page, the access on your Facebook page, whoever's within your house. I know lots of people like to stream it up on their TV, or you can share your page with others within your house. You will have access to that, to the membership as well. Okay, more clarity on this will come over the next few days, but I just want to make sure that that's clear. So if you have children, they're not going to be paying for the kids' content. You're all going to be paying the $20 a month for the content. Okay, hope that makes sense. I'll try to clarify this again on our Zoom call next week. But $20 a month covers the kids and the overall, all the other stuff, the adult drawing and painting lessons, the workshops, the Q&As, the guest speakers, the special events, paid events that I have outside of the membership, so on and so forth. The kids drawing and painting and stencils, all the stencils, right? All the stencils that we were talking about earlier. The $20 covers all of that. They were not 2 separate payments. Down the road, for new members, when the 2 memberships do split up, down the road there will be 2 different payments for members then. But for you, the founding members, you'll always have access to both. Hopefully that makes sense. But all right, let's see. Let me back it up a little bit more. I'm trying to see if I missed any. Yes, Don, exactly. So I know sometimes some people say, okay, I don't want, and I've had some people message me. I had one lady one time tell me, hey, I stopped watching your videos because you had too much kids' content. To her, I kind of replied, of course, very nicely. She wasn't being mean about it. She said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that, there's too much kid content on your painting with Jesse page. At the time, I was experimenting with different content. And of course, kids' videos have always been a part of the page. But I want to stress that for those of you that aren't necessarily interested in interacting with kids' content, you will learn a lot of subtle technique within kids' tutorials, the drawing part of it specifically, right? If you're drawing a Mickey Mouse, there's lots of little things you'll pick up from a kid's drawing. from kids' art painting sessions. Same thing. It helps you hone and practice things you already know, and you'll pick up new things from time to time. So just because you don't have kids, don't think that you wouldn't be able to take advantage of the kids' sessions. Okay, just wanted to put that out there. Let's see. Sue Cripe says, yes, I love kids' art. Yep, me too, Sue. All right, let's see. Are you still going to do occasional free paintings like you do now, says Tina. So I think I've already covered that, but just in case anybody missed that. Yes, I will be doing some free content on the main painting with Jesse Page on the current one right now. I'm not talking about the membership, on the current one. I don't know how many or how often. I'm thinking right now maybe one a month, but I'm not so sure that I'll be able to keep up with that. My main focus will be on the membership, especially at the beginning. My energy has to be there. I don't want to lose people because I'm ignoring or accidentally ignoring, right? I need to pay attention to what's happening within the membership. For now, that's going to be my baby. But there will be some free content on the painting with Jesse Page. I'm still working that out. There's still going to be monthly content that I produce, not necessarily full-fledged tutorials, but we will see. Okay, I don't want you guys going, oh my gosh, forget Jesse. I never want to see that guy again. No, unfollow him right now. Please don't do that, because you will miss out on some quality content within the free page as well. Okay, so please stick around. If the membership isn't for you right now, I get it. Maybe in the fall you'll say, you know what, I'm gonna consider the membership. But don't abandon the painting with Jesse free page, because there still will be some content, smaller bite-sized stuff that you'll be able to enjoy. Okay. All right, let's continue. Don says, will there be lessons on things like sky, water, clouds, trees? Absolutely. Those will be part of our workshops. There are so many things that we can do within those workshops, probably keep us busy, forever, right? There's so many things you can learn in those workshops. And that's what those little workshops are going to be for. We're going to be focusing on small parts of the painting process that make big jumps in your abilities to paint. Things like clouds. I know clouds are big. People always want to learn how to make clouds. And there's different ways to make clouds, right? So one workshop might be on how to make this type of cloud. Another workshop might be on how to make a different type of cloud. And there will be levels to them, right? We're going to start with some basic ones. And for those that want more complex stuff, those will be available for you as well. Again, all of this is going to be archived, so you can go and watch it whenever you want. If you don't want to interact with some stuff, you don't have to interact with it. Maybe your thing isn't drawing so much. I have a feeling, though, that if you don't like to draw or you don't care for drawing, if you start to try it and you start to like it, you start to improve, you're going to like it. So, but the point is that you're going to be able to interact with whatever you want to interact with. It's up to you. You do not have to interact with everything that happens. I don't want you guys overwhelmed. There is a lot of content. I'm trying to not create so much that you guys are going, oh my gosh, I can't keep up with all this stuff. That's not the point of it. As much as I'd like to give you guys lots of stuff, oftentimes it's counterproductive. If you guys are only able to interact a couple of times a month, or 3 times a month, once a week, whatever the case may be, and I'm producing 20 pieces of content a month, you guys are going to say, I'm not taking advantage. I'm not able to keep up. I'm lost. That's not the point. You're going to go at your pace. You're going to learn at your pace. Anything that you might have missed, you can always go back and watch it later, right? And again, everything's going to be archived and organized, so it's easy to find. Okay? All right. Let me see. What else? Oh, thank you, Liliana. Thank you. My pleasure. The painting with Jesse Page, as I've already mentioned, is not going away, okay? Not going away. Okay, let me get back down to the bottom. Scrolling back down. Let's see. Diane Hendricks says, I teach the kids in a club. They love it. Yes, that's another thing really quickly. I want to make sure you guys are clear on this. There's so much that we can talk about. I don't want to make this too long. For those of you that teach kids, or perhaps in the future you'd like to teach kids, as a member of my Painting with Jesse page, you will have permission to use these videos in your classes if you're a teacher, for example. Okay, just kind of keep that in mind. More on this, more details around this are coming. But yes, if you're a member, I'm okay if you use the content within the membership to teach others to paint, to teach kids, especially if you're like, if you're a teacher, etc. Okay, but you learn the lessons here, and you take them and teach them somewhere else. I know a few of you have done this. I think Adriana has done that. If I'm not mistaken, Adriana is a. Give me a second, guys. My phone is ringing and it might be vibrating in your ear. I forgot to turn off the. I forgot to turn on the do not disturb. So I apologize if the phone was ringing in your ear if you're in a vibration. It wouldn't be ringing, but it might be vibrating. But anyway, I know other people have reached out to me and told me the same thing. Hey, I use your tutorials to teach other kids how to paint or other people how to paint. I'm okay with that. Okay. But anyway, just wanted to put that out there. Adriana says, yes, my second graders love painting. Yep, awesome, fantastic. But all right, guys, let's see what else we got. Janice Hickman Lackney says, I have grandchildren who like to paint with me. Art is such a universal, beautiful, amazing thing to interact with, to do. The creative process is just amazing, especially for kids who are they have a lot less clutter in their brains, right? They're much more creative and open to enjoying it, to just kind of letting go. I've noticed that lots of you, even on the sessions that aren't kid-centric, right? Some of the sessions that are more complex, like some of the ones you see behind me, I see lots of you painting with your kids, and your kids benefiting from all the same things that we talked about that are therapeutic about art. Okay, so absolutely, this is open to families, to adults, and to children, right? If you have children that don't just want to interact with the kids' content, they're going to be able to access the other videos as well. Okay, so there is that. What else, guys? What else? Just going back up here. Looks like we're pretty much done with all of the questions. But okay. Really quickly on the emails that I've been sending out. I want to apologize beforehand if I'm spamming you for getting a lot of my content. I apologize again. I just want to make sure that you guys all get the communications. I don't want you guys missing out, especially if you're really interested in joining. I don't want you, 2 weeks later after the membership's closed, going, "Oh my gosh, Jesse, I didn't know this was happening." Right? Ugh. So I apologize. I apologize if I'm spamming you. Now, if you have a Gmail account, the platform that I use to send out my group emails, my mass emails, your emails are going into your promotional tab, your little file where the promos, right? Gmail automatically puts any promotional stuff into the promotions tab. So make sure that you guys go look there. If you're not seeing any of my emails and you have a Gmail, go check your promo tab. Also, if you don't see any of my emails, but you signed up for them, make sure you go over to your trash bin, right? Your little trash file, your spam file. Look in there because the emails may have gone there. Okay? But all right, let's see. What else? Anybody else? Lori Murphy says, I love the kids portion. My granddaughter can gain more structure skills. There you go, Lori. Again, whoever joins in for these is going to have access to everything. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean you're not going to be able to interact with the kid stuff. Just because you're a kid, especially if you're an advanced child, right? I've had some of you sending me pictures of your 6-year-old just making these amazing paintings with the tutorials, and I'm like, what the heck? Wow, that's amazing. So if again, they'll have access to the more complex stuff as well. Okay, but all right. One last thing, I see Marina asking, how do you join the membership? So the membership opening, to join the membership, you're going to have 7 days, starting Sunday, July 18th. So midnight that Saturday before, I open it up. You're going to be able to join the membership for a whole 7 days. The window is going to be open. Saturday, July 23rd at midnight, the door closes. Okay, and then you'll join me for the Welcome Members live event on Monday, August 2nd. And we're going to hit the floor running that week. Okay. The membership will open again in the fall at a higher price point for a little while, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, don't know yet. Close again, and then we'll reopen at the beginning of the year for a little bit, close again, and then open again maybe in the spring or whatever. The reason why I'm doing openings and closings, it's a lot easier to manage. Everybody comes in at the same time. You all have a payment at the same time, right? Each time of the month is all the same. If everybody's coming in at different times, it just makes it really difficult. So primarily, that's the reason for the opening and closing, okay? More details to come on how to access the membership, right? How to get into to pay and join the membership. All that details coming over the next few days. Tomorrow I'll be posting some stuff about it. Sunday I'll be posting some stuff about it. You guys are gonna get sick of me. Monday I'm gonna be posting some stuff about it. Monday or Tuesday I'm having a Zoom session, a live Zoom session for you guys to jump on and join me. You don't have to turn your cameras on if you don't want. Just come in and listen. Post your questions. As long as you have your mic on, right? That's all that really matters. I'd love to see you guys. I'd love to be able to actually interact with you guys. But that's entirely up to you. All right? But okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. If that's the last of the questions, I guess we'll be wrapping this up. We've been going for almost an hour. Fantastic. That's actually pretty good. If you have any more questions or if anything else comes up, please send me a message directly to my messenger on Facebook. You can also email me on paintingwithjesse@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll be happy to accumulate your questions. I'll answer you directly, but I'll accumulate your questions and use those for future Q&As. Okay? All right, everyone. Donna, yeah, unfortunately, it has to be auto pay. Oh, so on that, if you sign up and 3 months down the road you decide you want to cancel, don't worry, there's no obligation. You can cancel at any time. I forgot to mention that. Right? I knew I was missing something. Hopefully I didn't miss. Hopefully, oh, well, you guys will hear it later. You can cancel at any time. Okay? So just want to make sure you guys are aware, understand that if you sign up and it's not what you expected, or whatever, something changes in your life, you no longer have the time to paint. Hopefully you always have time to paint because it is such a benefit. But let's say that happened, you'll be able to cancel your membership at any time. Okay, I hate to see you go, but that's the reality of it, right? So, okay, on that note, we'll finish things off and we'll talk some more later. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you. Be on the lookout for my communications. Sign up to the, I'll put up a link right after we're done here. I'll put up a link for you to sign up to the email list for the membership in case some of you haven't had a chance to sign up, or you want to make sure you don't miss any of the communications. So look for that. Also, if you have a Gmail address, my emails are going to be going to your promotional file. So make sure you go look over there for those, okay? All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I know it's getting late, especially over on the East Coast, and some of you that are joining me from other places around the world. So I'll say goodnight to all of you. Thank you again for joining me. I hope to see you guys in the membership. I would so love to have you guys in there, as I know we're all just going to have a lot of fun and create, enjoy, and grow, and just love around art. Okay? Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night or good morning wherever you are. Bye-bye.